The electric car has three basic advantages: no noise, no fumes, and no gears.
The 1960s were a decade filled with bold automotive designs, but not all of them were beautiful. From the unconventional 1966 Peel Trident to the unique 1968 Matra 530, these cars challenged conventional aesthetics. Have you ever wondered how these peculiar vehicles made it to the roads? Join us as we explore 15 of the ugliest cars from this unforgettable era.
The electric car has three basic advantages: no noise, no fumes, and no gears.
The 1966 Peel Trident was a microcar made by the Peel Engineering Company, featuring a unique bubbled top that made it look more like a toy than a practical vehicle. The clear dome was meant to give it a futuristic look, but earned it the nickname the terrestrial flying saucer. The Trident received criticism for its lack of power, having a tiny 49 cubic centimeter engine that produced only 4.2 horsepower, leading to a top speed of just 28 miles per hour. Its small size and lightweight fiberglass body made it feel unsafe and unstable on the road. Overall, its unusual design and limited functionality made it unpopular among drivers. The Peel Trident struggled with power and safety. What about Ford's Commuta? Let's explore another unique design choice next. And if you're enjoying this journey through quirky cars, don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating content.
Latest current news: electric cars. 4 conventional batteries power this prototype from Ford's of Britain.
The 1967 Ford Commuta concept minicar was an experimental electric vehicle designed by Ford. It used 4 12-volt lead batteries, which allowed it to travel only 37 miles and reach a top speed of 25 miles per hour. This limited performance made it impractical for most drivers, especially when compared to gasoline-powered cars at the time. The Commuta's design also faced criticism. It was a small, boxy vehicle that resembled a toy rather than a real car. Its cramped interior could barely fit 4 passengers and lacked the comfort and style people expected from a car. Ultimately, the Commuta was more of a curiosity than a practical vehicle. The Commuta struggled to impress, but how does the King Midget compare? Let's explore its quirks and challenges next.
The 1960 King Midget model by Midget Motors Corporation.
The 1966 King Midget was a small car made by the Midget Motors Corporation. It was intended to be an affordable, compact vehicle, but its looks and performance were lacking. The King Midget had a boxy design that many people found unattractive. Its small size and simple style made it resemble a toy rather than a serious car. Under the hood, it was powered by a 12-horsepower Kohler engine, which provided very little power, making the car slow compared to others from the 1960s. Its top speed was around 50 miles per hour, not enough for highway driving. The lightweight construction and basic suspension resulted in a bumpy and uncomfortable ride, failing to meet the expectations of most drivers who preferred more powerful and stylish cars. The 1966 King Midget struggled with style and power. What makes the 1964 Austin Mini-Moke different? Let's explore its unique appeal.
The incredible Moke goes everywhere. Well, just about. And the Moke was made for the countryman.
The 1964 Austin Mini-Moke was a small front-wheel drive utility vehicle made by the British Motor Corporation. It was originally designed for military use, but was soon found unsuitable because of its low ground clearance and weak power. The Moke had an 848 cubic centimeter engine that produced only 34 horsepower, making it less powerful than many other vehicles at the time. Its design also contributed to its lack of popularity. The doorless body resembled a golf cart rather than a traditional car. This basic and somewhat flimsy look did not attract many buyers, especially when compared to more stylish and traditional vehicles that were already on the roads. The Moke, however, became popular as a beach buggy and light recreational vehicle. The 1964 Austin Mini-Moke struggled with its appeal. What could a futuristic concept truck reveal about automotive creativity? Let's explore the 1965 Dodge Diora next. The 1965 Dodge Diora concept truck was a highly customized version of the Dodge A100 pickup, created by Harry Bentley Bradley and built by the Alexander brothers. Its futuristic design included a unique front entry where the windshield lifted up and the lower front section swung open for access. The Diora faced criticism for its odd and impractical design. Its appearance was controversial, featuring a sleek, low profile with a gold paint job that many found ugly and too flashy. The rear hatch from a 1960 Ford station wagon served as the windshield, adding to its unusual look. The truck was powered by a modest 170 cubic inch slant 6 engine, leading to underwhelming performance and making it unpopular with the public. Diora's design was polarizing, but could it get stranger? Let's explore the quirky world of the 1962 Peel P50. The 1962 Peel P50 was a 3-wheeled microcar made by the Peel Engineering Company on the Isle of Man. It held a Guinness World Record for being the smallest production car ever made. Measuring just 54 inches long and 39 inches wide, it was designed to seat one adult and a shopping bag. The P50 was powered by a 49 cubic centimeter engine, producing only 4.2 horsepower and had a top speed of 38 miles per hour. Its tiny size made it impractical for anything other than short city trips. The lack of reverse gear meant drivers had to physically move the car to back up, and its single headlight and simple design were considered unappealing and simply unsafe. The Peel P50 was unique, but what about its successor? Can the Lightburn Zeta Sports compete with this tiny marvel? Let's explore. The 1964 Lightburn Zeta Sports was an Australian microcar made by Lightburn Vehicles. It had a fiberglass body and was powered by a 498 cubic centimeter 2-cylinder engine that produced 18.5 horsepower. Although it had a sporty name, the Zeta Sports was not a performance car. It did not have doors, making it awkward to get in and out, and its headlights were mounted too low, so additional lights were needed to meet regulations. The car was widely disliked for various reasons. Its boxy design and minimal features made it less attractive compared to other cars of the time. Its weak performance and lack of basic features like bumpers made it impractical and uncomfortable. If the Lightburn Zeta Sports was too awkward, what could possibly follow? Could the Volkswagen 181 have offered better driving experience? Let's explore. The 1969 Volkswagen 181, known as the Thing in the US, was a military-style vehicle made by Volkswagen. It was created for the West German Army and later sold to civilians. The car had a boxy, practical design with removable doors and a fold-down windshield. It was powered by a 1.5 or 1.6-liter engine, similar to the Volkswagen Beetle. Many people disliked the Volkswagen 181 for its unattractive design. Its boxy shape and simple interior appeared outdated compared to other vehicles. The performance was also poor, with limited power and handling issues, and its lack of weatherproofing and comfort made it impractical for daily use. Many found the Volkswagen 181 unappealing. But what about the Ford Econoline? Let's explore its unique design and the reasons for its dislike. The 1961 Ford Econoline truck was a small pickup introduced by Ford based on the Ford Falcon. It had a unique cab-over design, with the driver sitting above the front axle and the engine located between and behind the seats. This setup allowed for a roomy cargo bed, but resulted in some strange handling. Many people disliked the Econoline for various reasons. Its boxy, flat-nosed look seemed unattractive compared to sleeker pickups of the time. The cab-over design made it hard to drive, especially at higher speeds, due to poor weight distribution. The 85 horsepower engine struggled with heavy loads, and the basic interior offered little comfort. The 1961 Ford Econoline truck struggled with its unique design. What happens when a classic car takes luxury to the next level? Let's explore the 1965 Riley Elf. The 1965 Riley Elf was a small British car made by the British Motor Corporation. It was a luxury version of the Mini, with a longer front and a small trunk, which led to it being called the Riley Shelf. The Elf had a 998 cubic centimeter engine, providing modest performance. Inside, it featured a more upscale interior with wood veneer and leather trim, making it different from the standard Mini. However, many people disliked the Elf's awkward design. The extended rear and trunk disrupted the Mini's compact shape, making it look unbalanced. Its performance was underwhelming compared to other small cars, and its luxury features raised the price. The Riley Elf may have missed the mark, but what about a car that could drive on land and float on water? Could it fare any better? Let's explore the 1961 Amphicar next. The 1961 Amphicar was a unique vehicle made in Germany that could operate both on land and in water. Although it had an innovative idea, many people found it unattractive and impractical. The Amphicar had a boxy boat-like design with a high flat front and rear, which looked less appealing compared to the sleek lines of other cars from the 1960s. Its performance was also disappointing. It could only reach 70 miles per hour on land and a slow 7 miles per hour in water. One major issue was its complex maintenance needs. The Amphicar required greasing at 13 different points after every trip in water, making it inconvenient for regular use. Its steel body was also prone to rust, especially after being exposed to water, which further lowered its appeal. The Amphicar's quirks left people puzzled. What odd design came next? Let's explore the 1969 Opel CD concept car. The 1969 Opel CD concept car was a bold effort by Opel to create a luxurious Grand Tourer. Unveiled at the Frankfurt Motor Show, it had a futuristic design with a canopy-like cockpit that replaced traditional doors. The car received a lot of criticism for its unusual proportions and impractical design features. The canopy was hard to use and made the car look more like a spaceship than a stylish automobile. Underneath its eye-catching exterior, the Opel CD was built on a shortened Opel Diplomat platform and was meant to have a 5.4-liter V8 engine. However, the concept never went into production due to its radical and unattractive design. Was Opel the only one to struggle with design flaws? Let's explore how the Jeep Wagoneer also faced criticism.
Some picnics are no picnic. Everybody's there. With the Jeep Wagoneer, you can do better.
The 1963 Jeep Wagoneer was one of the first vehicles to combine the toughness of a four-wheel drive with the comfort of a passenger car. It played a key role in the sport utility vehicle market, but often received criticism for its design. The Wagoneer had a boxy shape with a flat front grille and large rectangular windows, which many people found unappealing compared to the more stylish cars of the 1960s. One major issue was its weak engine. The Wagoneer came with a 230 cubic inch Tornado 6-cylinder engine, which, while advanced for its time, had reliability problems and lacked the power of the V8 engines in other vehicles. Additionally, the independent front suspension was innovative but often faced mechanical issues. Despite its flaws, could another innovative but unpopular truck follow? Let's explore the 1960 Chevrolet Corvair ramp side next.
For things like these, which trucks must carry, Chevrolet introduces 3 brand new economy delivery trucks.
The 1960 Chevrolet Corvair ramp side was a unique pickup truck with a side ramp that allowed easy loading and unloading of cargo. However, the ramp side did not receive much popularity. One major issue was its rear-mounted, air-cooled engine, which was unusual for American trucks and caused handling problems. The engine's placement also raised the cargo floor, making it less practical for heavy loads. Compared to other pickups of the time, the Corvair ramp side had low power. Its 80-horsepower engine was weak, especially when competitors offered stronger options. The truck's swing-axle rear suspension, while innovative, made it less stable, and its boxy design turned many drivers away. The Chevrolet Corvair ramp side struggled, but what about a sports car that faced similar rejection? Let's explore the 1968 Matra 530 next. The 1968 Matra 530 was a French sports car designed to be a car for friends, featuring 2+2 seating and a mid-engine layout. Its innovative design did not win much approval. One reason was a 1.7-liter Ford Taunus V4 engine, which produced only 70 horsepower. This lack of power made it less competitive with other sports cars of that time, like the Porsche 914. The car's design also faced criticism. Its glass-reinforced plastic body and pop-up headlights appeared odd and unflattering to many. The target top, while unique, added to its unconventional look. Furthermore, the car's handling received negative feedback because the mid-engine layout made it hard to control, especially for inexperienced drivers. The 1960s brought us some truly unique and often unattractive cars that deserve a second glance. Which one surprised you the most? If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing content.